the sun is just starting to climb up over the treetops. And it's gonna be a beautiful day, that's plain to see.
Welcome to Bill Dance Outdoors, America's most popular and longest running TV fishing show.
Now I've gone fishing with Bill Dance today.
Hello everybody. Hey, give me a Q. Give me a U. Give me an E. Give me an S. Hey, wait a minute. I think you can figure out the rest. A T, an I, an O, an N. Well, it spells questions. And today, if you ask me one, I'll try my doggone best to give you an answer as we fish along. How about it? Good deal. Here's a pretty good one. Bill, are there certain times or conditions that make some riprap areas more productive? Where should I concentrate my efforts? Well, fishing along the riprap can be very, very rewarding. And the key is to fish their irregular features. Riprap may look the same above the surface, but it's what's underneath the surface that counts. Search for submerged cover, underwater points, rock slides, terrain changes, rock piles, ditches, or channels that swing in close to the bank. A good graph unit can help you find these high percentage areas where you're sure to have your better success, especially for concentrations of bass. A stretch of riprap can produce almost year-round in areas with good weather and warm conditions, like Florida. But earlier in the year, February through April is usually best. Fishing is good then because warming water causes algae to bloom. As the algae grows, bait fish are attracted to this food source. When you find bait fish, naturally, bass won't be far away. We're going to be fishing a ledge, a contour, about a 4 to 6 foot contour, where it breaks from about 6 foot off into 12 to 14 feet of water. We've had a front that moved through last night. We've got a strong north wind, 12 to 15 mile an hour with gusts up to about 18. So what we're doing, we're just kind of moving the boat along the ledge, just back. In other words, I'm keeping the boat in about 3 or 4 feet of water, and I'm casting out into about 14 and trying to parallel this ledge. I power pole down and I'll kind of fan cast the ledge. And these fish were shallow, but they've moved out to about 6 to 8 feet, close to the drop itself. And the bait that I'm using, they don't seem to want a big bait. It's a little crick hopper, small little bait, looks like a grasshopper. I've caught a lot of fish on these small baits. We've got it rigged with a split shot right here, about 14 inches up the line. We're using 8-pound strand clear, and we've got it on a 610 smoke quantum rod in a medium heavy action, and we've got it's a 30 series smoke reel. And like I say, the way we're fishing it, throwing it out into that deeper water, and that weight, that split shot, is just carrying it down. And once it gets down, what I'm doing is just a slow reel, just like this. And I'm hitting that ledge with it. I can feel that sinker on that ledge, and I'm just slow reeling it, just like this. And what that crick hopper is doing, it floats. When I hit that ledge, the sinker's on the bottom, and I just stop it. And that crick hopper just floats up about 14 inches off the bottom. And I just kind of twitch it, ease it along, and it's swimming right there above it. It suspends up above it. And as I move it along, it's just swimming up above. I kind of twitch it and move it like that. They can't stand that action. Boy, I'm telling you, this is a killer way to catch them. And a fun way on this light tackle. Not a bad little bait. Fun. No.
Bill Dance Outdoors is sponsored in part by Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here. Rebel, catch fish anywhere. And by Mercury Marine, go boldly. Today's Conditions Log is brought to you by the Tennessee Department of Tourist Development. Come experience the kind of beauty that can only be made in Tennessee. Go online today for your free Tennessee vacation guide.
There he is. Well, he knocked the fire out of it. Staying down too. Oh yeah. Ooh. Don't get in the trolling motor. This is what he did. And he got out of it. Just a fat fish. It's strong. I think I can just big boy you in. Yes. That's how the big boys do it. I've seen them do it. Uh-huh. Where are you? There you are. Healthy. Okay, here's another good one. What are the most important things to look for in shoreline fishing? Well, there are two. First and most important is deeper water, and second is cover. Deeper water doesn't have to have cover, but cover needs to be close to deeper water most times. I'm saying deeper water, not deep water. 3 feet isn't deep, but it's deeper than 1 foot. If cover is present, visible or not, it will make areas of this type much more attractive to fish. The most productive areas along the shallow shoreline is where deeper water runs in close to it. It's instinctively natural for fish like the bass to select and use areas of this type. In this drawing, notice the distance from the shoreline out to 3 feet to the left and the distance to the right. Now, look at the distance next to the shoreline. Places like this are always high percentage spots almost year-round, and one of the most important things I look for anytime I'm fishing the shoreline. There he is. Good one. Whoa, baby. Oh, look at here. Hold him. Oh, not quite. All right, now let's do the big hook deal. There we go. Whoa! Surprised you had my pliers here. I got it. I got it. See? Look, there it goes. Hey, like that. Ta-ta. Here we go. Okay. Here's another good question. What is the advantage to polarized fishing sunglasses? All flat surfaces such as the surface of the water reflects light and produces glare. Glare is to your eyes as static is to your ears. Polarized lenses eliminate nearly all the glare produced by horizontal surfaces, so your vision is improved. Glare from the water surfaces will form a wall against your vision, penetrating what is below the surface. Eliminate the glare and you'll see below the surface. Of course, how deep you can see below the surface is determined by the clarity of the water.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Quantum Rods and Reels, Mystic Lubricants, Lubrication Domination, and Tracker Boats, fish the finest. Today's equipment log is brought to you in part by Gamakatsu, because the fish of a lifetime only comes once in a lifetime. Today's show is sponsored in part by Stren, the standard of dependability since 1958. Lure Lock, turning the tackle world upside down. And Garmin, fight your fish, not your fish finder.
Cool, Lee, look at there. Hit it, hit it, there you go. Thought you was a lot bigger than that. So it looked bigger underwater. Caught him on a grasshopper. Caught him on a grasshopper. A little crick hopper. Cat too. Now here's a good one about possible mismanagement. If I go to a lake several times and don't catch any fish, is this an indication of mismanagement? Well, anything is possible. Sure, there could be something wrong, but today's electronics often show us when we don't catch fish. It can just as likely be the fault of the fisherman or finicky nature of the fish themselves. We're quick to say something's wrong here, and it's not me. I've caught a lot of fish in these conditions, fishing this way. Now this may be true, but remember, fishing can be challenging. You gotta work at it, experiment, think. The challenge is fun. I remember a lot of anglers used to think they caught every fish that was out there until high-definition electronics came along and proved them wrong. What have I got here? A good one. Can't do much with him. Woo! Strong fish. Brr. We'll have to bring you around the boat. Come on around here. There it is. Woo! That's a big old pretty bass, isn't it? Yes. See you, boy. Ooh. Two things. You gotta be able to feel that bait ticking, moving, and you want to keep it down. Feel like it's riding up, just stop and let the sinkers carry it back down. You can see, that 8, right there is where most of the fish are, around 8 foot. You can see those two bass right there. They're hanging right around 8 feet deep. You can see 8 right here. There's your fish. But 8 seems to be the key depth. You can see suspended fish out here, and they're all around 8 feet. 8 or 9 feet right there.
Bill's question and answer of the week is brought to you by Bill Dance Digital. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube for great information that can improve your fishing.
Are big baits mandatory to catch big bass? No, but chances go up with a bigger presentation. A big bass sees the potential of bagging more groceries in one sack when they hit a big bait. It's their nature to feed big and live off of it. Big profiles draw more attention. Some big fish are caught on small baits, typically when the bite is tough, but odds are much better for big fish when you're offering a big meal.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Millennium Marine, a new class of comfort. And Motor Guide, trolling motors engineered for anglers. Closed captioning provided by Power Pole, the original shallow water anchor. Today's product tip is brought to you by Garmin and their GPS Map Series chart plotter sonar combos. With advanced sonar technology like Chirp and exclusive Panoptix all-seeing sonar, you'll spend less time finding your fish.
Have you ever wished you could bring shade over the top of you on a 100-degree day? Well, now, thanks to Millennium's Shade Tree, you can. With this neat attachment, you can create and carry shade wherever you want. Attach it to your seat pedestal, slip in your umbrella, and you can choose where you want the shade to fall all the time. The Shade Tree, and you'll have it made in the shade. A cool product.
Come be a part of Bill Dance Digital. Join us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Follow us.
There he is. Bill, hold him. Hold that boy. Hold him. Here he comes. Look at the size of that rascal, boy. Strip and drag. Pretty fish. Woo-wee. Hold him, little grasshopper. I got it. I got that hook out of it. Stickinest little hooks I've ever seen in my life. That's a fun fish to catch there. Good fight. Yes, you were. All right, let's go. We're going back. Okay, you ready? Here we go. What are you gonna do? There you go. Here's one about outboards and beginning tournament fishermen. Hey Bill, what motor would you recommend for a beginning tournament angler that wants the top of the line performance, but not at the cost of those outboards that push the big 21-foot bass rigs. Well, Mercury Marine just recently introduced a 115 Pro XS 4-stroke, which would perfectly fit on a popular size 19-foot aluminum boat. This motor will also be easier on your pocketbook, yet give you the performance the big boys have with their 21-foot bass boats. Here we go again. Look at that crazy thing. Oh, I got another one I gotta get up to. He's shaking his little head. He does not like the grasshopper in his face. Oh, that's a good bait. He wondered what a grasshopper was doing out there in 7 feet of water. Okay. Goodbye. Well, tell you what. Thanks for giving me the Q and the U and the E, ST, I, and ON. And I hope the answers I've cast back your way you found interesting and possibly helpful. So, until next week, have fun fishing and catch one for me. And if you get time, run by and pick you up some of these little crick hoppers and rig them up like we did today. And if you're on a creek bank, a pond, or out on the lake fishing down the shoreline, try doing what we did today. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. It really works. So, until next week, like I said, have fun fishing and catch one for me. We'll see you.
Thanks for watching Bill Dance Outdoors. Join us here again next week.
Now I've gone fishing with Bill Dance today.